Now that we've read the prompt and we know we need to write a literary analysis essay, we're going to unpack it so that we can turn it into a question and make sure that we have everything we need in our essay. We're going to use these steps to help us unpack the prompt and turn it into a question. The first step says to highlight action words. Those are words that tell us to do something. Words like explain, describe, compare, analyze. Let's look for some action words. We're going to use our highlighter to highlight them. When I read it, I noticed they had some action words. It says, based on the events of each story, describe what each challenge that Retsina and Lighthair face are and how each character succeeded. It also tells us to explain what lessons can be learned from Retsina and Lighthair's success. It also tells us to do one more thing, to support our response with details from both passages. All right, number 2, highlight words about who or what you will be writing about. This is really important. We need to know who we're going to be writing about or what we're going to be writing about, or else we won't get any points for our essay because we won't be talking about what we need to be talking about. When I read this, I know who or what we're going to be writing about. It says, based on the events of each story, describe what each challenge that Retsina and Lighthair face are. So I need to make sure I write about the challenge that Retsina and Lighthair face are. So I need to write about that challenge. And I need to write about how each character succeeded. So I'm going to write highlight how they succeeded. And I need to write about the lessons that can be learned from their success. So now I know what I need to write about. Number 3 says to highlight question words that will help you form your question. This is just to help us see if they have some question words already that we can use so that when we flip it into a question, we can just use what they gave us. So question words would be like how, why, who, when. I see some question words right here. What is a question word? It'll help us start a question. And how. And then what again. All right, number 4, final step. Flip the writing prompt into a question. You may need more than one question. So this writing prompt has a lot of stuff that we need to write about. So we're probably going to have more than one question when we flip it. So to flip it, I'm going to open up a sticky note. And I'm going to go ahead and write my question. Let's look at the first one. The first one tells me that I need to describe what each challenge Retsina and Lighthair face are. So I'm going to use the question word what to start me off. What do I need to write about? What challenge, and I need to add a word here that makes sense. What challenge does Retsina and Lighthair face? Does that make sense? What challenge do Retsina and Lighthair face? All right. Now, I don't want to stop here because if I only answered this question in my essay, I probably would not do very well. So I want to keep checking the prompt to see what else I need to write about. It also says how each character succeeded. So that's a whole different question. So I can use the word how to start me off. How, what? What do I need to know how each character succeeded? How did each character succeed? And explain what lessons can be learned. I highlighted that too, so that needs to be a question. I can use what to start me off. What am I going to be writing about? What lessons can be learned from Retsina and Lighthair's success? I'm going to add that. What lessons can be learned from them? And support your response with details from both passages. So I'll just add that as a little reminder. Use details. That's the same thing as support with details. All right. So really I have 1, 2, 3 questions. This writing prompt was not a question. It was hard to understand, but when I unpacked it, I actually turned it into questions that will help me when I'm reading and will help me find information better.